Hi guys, welcome to my next tutorial. Today I would like to show you how to crochet beautiful towel. For this project I used DK 100% acrylic yarn in white and pink, and the crochet hook 3.75 millimeters. So my towel is measured about 25 inches long, 25 and a half, and about 12 inches wide. So if you would like to make this towel in smaller size, you need to use, for example, medium worsted yarn and the crochet hook 3.5 or 3.25 millimeters. My towel, I will start by making a square, but at the beginning we need to make a flower. So we need to make slip knot and then chain of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Now we need to make slip stitch into the first chain to make ring. So we've got ring now. And then into our ring we will work first single crochet and then chain of 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Then we need to make another single crochet into the ring and we need to repeat making chain of 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And again, single crochet into the ring. So at the moment we've got 2 chain 13 spaces and we have to make 6 more. So our flower, we will start by making, we need to make 8 chain 13 spaces. So we've got 2, we need to make 6 more. After each chain of 13 we need to make single crochet into the ring. At the end of our round, so after the last chain 13, we need to make slip stitch into the first single crochet. And then into the next 3, 6, 7 chains, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so into actually to the top of our chain of 13 we need to make slip stitch as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So now we are onto the top of, into the center of our chain of 13, and then we need to make chain of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and slip stitch into the next chain of 13. And then again chain of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, slip stitch into the next chain of 13 space. Chain of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then slip stitch into the next chain space. So now we have to repeat making chain of 6 and slip stitch in each chain space all the way around. At the end of our round we need to make slip stitch just into the same stitch as we've done the last slip stitch. So into the last slip stitch into the chain number 7, and now we are going into the first chain 6 space. Into the first chain 6, well, first we need to make slip stitch, then chain of 3 as a first double crochet, then into the same chain space double crochet. So basically we've done 2 double crochets. Now chain of 3, into the same chain space 2 more double crochets, 1 and 2. So we've done some kind of V-stitch by making 2 double crochets, chain 3 and 2 double crochets. Now chain of 1, we are going to the next chain 6 space and we have to do the same. So 2 double crochets, chain 3 and 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, chain of 1, and again into the next chain 6 space 2 double crochets, chain 3 and 2 more double crochets, 1 and 2, chain of 1. So now we need to repeat making 2 double crochets, chain 3 and 2 double crochets in each chain 6 space, and between each group of 2 double crochets, chain 3 and 2 double crochets we have to work chain of 1. On the next round, so this will be round number 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, round number 5, we have to make chain 1 as a first single crochet, then we need to skip the next stitch, and into the chain space we have to make 2 double crochets, so 1 and 2, then 2 treble crochets, one and 2, then we need to make picot, so chain of 3, 1, 2, 3, and then single crochet into the first chain, so into the third chain from the hook, then 2 treble crochets, again 1 and 2, 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, and then we need to skip the first double crochet, and into the second we will work single crochet. So basically our first petal is done. Into the chain space between each V-stitch we will work slip stitch, so into the chain 1 space we need to make slip stitch, and then again into the first double crochet single crochet, then into the chain space 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, 2 treble crochets, 1 and 2, then picot, so chain of 3, single crochet into the third chain from the hook, so basically into the first chain, single crochet, and again 2 treble crochets, 1 and 2, 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, and into the second double crochet single crochet, slip stitch into the chain space, single crochet into the first double crochet, and now we have to repeat what we've done in a chain space. So now we have to repeat this pattern all the way around, so at the end we should have 8 petals. I finished my 8 petals, so at the end we need to make single crochet into the last double crochet, then slip stitch into the space between 2 petals, and now even before we will make slip stitch, we can change the color. If you would like to work with the same color, you are making a slip stitch, and if you would like to change the color the same as me, just take the color, put your crochet hook into the space, and then instead of working with the pink one, I will switch the color and I will make slip stitch by using the white. Now chain of 2, this will be count as the first half double crochet, and then chain of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Now we need to make half double crochet into the next chain space, but our chain stitches we are putting behind the first petal. So half double crochet into the chain space, but our chain is behind the petal. And again, chain of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Half double crochet into the next chain space. Basically is the same chain space as we work slip stitch on the previous round, but it doesn't matter. And chain behind the petal. So now we need to repeat making chain of 8 all the way around. So at the end of our round we should have 8 chain, 8 spaces. At the moment I've done 3 and 8 half double crochets in each chain space from the previous round. When we've got the last chain 8 space, we need to work slip stitch into the second chain, because at the beginning we've done half double crochet. So we've done slip stitch, and now we have to start next round. Chain of 4 as a first treble crochet, then chain of 4 as a chain 4 space, and treble crochet into the same stitch. So into the first half double crochet we've done V-stitch by making 2 treble crochets and 1 chain 4. Now chain of 4 again, half double crochet into the chain 8 space, chain of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Into the next half double crochet we will work 2 half double crochets. So I've done first one, this is my first one, and now I've got the second. Chain of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Into the next chain 8 space we will work half double crochet, then chain of 4. Into the next half double crochet we have to work treble crochet, I've done that. We need to make treble. So this will be the first, then chain of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and another treble crochet into the same stitch. Chain of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 half double crochet into the chain 8 space, chain of 4, 2 half double crochets into the next half double crochet. So 1 and 2. So now we have to repeat this pattern all the way around. So V-stitch, half double crochet, 2 half double crochets, half double crochet, V-stitch. Between each stitches, chain of 4. The same as we start our round. At the end, I've done the last half double crochet into the last chain end space, then chain of 4, and now we need to work slip stitch into the 4th chain. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So into the 4th chain we are working slip stitch, and now at the end of this round we should have 16 chain 4 spaces and 4 V-stitches. We will make slip stitch into the chain 4 space, so into the V-stitch, and chain of 3, 1, 2 and 3 as a first double crochet. Then we need to make another double crochet, so 2 double crochets, then chain of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 and another 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. This will be our first corner. So now we have to skip treble crochet and we are going to the next chain 4 space and we will work 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3 and 4. We need to skip half double crochet and into the next chain 4 space another 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then we need to skip the next 2 half double crochets. We are going into the chain 4 space and another 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So basically we are working in each chain 4 space. On the corner, so on the V-stitches, we will work shell by making 2 double crochets, chain of 4 and 2 double crochets, and then all the way around in each chain 4 to the next V-stitch we will work 4 double crochets. So we've got one more chain of 4 before the next corner and we will make 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So now we need to skip treble crochet from the previous round and into the corner, so into the V-stitch, we will make 2 double crochets, chain of 4 and 2 more double crochets into the same chain space. 1 and 2. So now using this pattern we need to work all the way around. I've done my all double crochets, so all the way around we should have 80 double crochets in total plus 4 chain 4 spaces. At the end we need to work slip stitch into the 3rd chain, so into the first double crochet, and then we need to start making, I've done wrong, so slip stitch as I said into the 3rd chain, 1, 2 and 3. Then chain of 3 as a first double crochet again, and this round will be quite easy because in each stitch we will work 1 double crochet and into the chain 2 space we will work the same as we've done on the previous round, so 2 double crochets, chain of 4 and 2 double crochets. And then, as I said, 1 double crochet in each stitch from the previous round. So at the end of this round we should have 96 double crochets. So exactly the same as we've done here, plus 4 double crochets more in each corner. Okay, so at the moment I've done my 96 double crochets and 4 chain 6 spaces, 4 chain 4 spaces, yes. And now I will switch the color again. So instead of making slip stitch by using white color, I will put my crochet hook into the stitch and then I will make slip stitch by using new color. Okay, so slip stitch we've got done. Now we need to start working next round. So chain of 3 as a first double crochet, and then what we need to do, we need to make chain of 1, then we need to skip next stitch, and into the second we will work double crochet. Chain of 1, we need to skip the next stitch, into the chain 4 space we need to make double crochet, chain of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then double crochet again, chain of 1, we need to skip first double crochet and into the second double crochet. Chain of 1, skip the second stitch, so next stitch and into the second double crochet, chain of 1, skip the next stitch, into the second double crochet. So basically we have to work this pattern all the way around. So we have to make double crochet, then chain 1, we need to skip first stitch, into the second we are making next double crochet to the next corner, so to the next chain 4 space. I've got a few more to do, so chain 1 and double crochet. As you can see, the last double crochet I've done just next to the chain 4 space, so it's a little bit different, but we should have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, then chain 1, 1 double crochet into the chain 4 space, so basically 14 double crochets on each side. So we will be counting the first double crochet and the last double crochet into the chain 4 space. The second double crochet, or actually the first, as we've done, will be counting to this side. So on each side we have to make 14 double crochets, and all the way around we should have 56 double crochets. So after the first double crochet in chain of 4, we will work another chain of 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, then double crochet into the chain 4 space, chain of 1, we need to skip first stitch, into the second double crochet, then chain of 1, we need to skip first stitch, into the second double crochet. So now we need to finish this row. So basically on the last side, because we start our round by making chain of 3 into the first stitch as we are starting each round, we didn't make double crochet into the last double crochet before the corner. So to make it properly, we need to work first double crochet into the first double crochet to have exactly the same number of double crochets in each side. So basically each side we are starting from the second double crochet and we are finishing at the last one, but this round we have to start on the first one and we are finishing on the second from the end. After that we have to make the last chain one space. We have to make the last chain one and then slip stitch into the third chain 1, 2 and 3. So I am not sure that you was able to see everything. So as I said, each side we are starting from the second stitch and we are finishing on the last, and the last side we have to start from the first double crochet because the last was empty. So now we need to count. On each side we should have 14 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. Next round we have to start again by making chain of 3, so as a first double crochet, and now in each double crochet and in each chain space we will work double crochet. So double crochet into the chain, the first double crochet, double crochet into the chain space, and again double crochet into the double crochet, double crochet into the chain space. Now double crochet into the double crochet, then 2 double crochets into the chain 6 space, 1 and 2, chain of 4 and 2 more double crochets into the same chain 6 space, 1 and 2, double crochet into the double crochet, then double crochet into the chain 1 space. So now we need to repeat this pattern all the way around. So in each corner we have to work 2 double crochets, chain of 4 and 2 double crochets, and then 1 double crochet in each stitch and in each chain space. At the end of our round we need to make slip stitch into the third chain, so we need to work the last double crochet into the last chain space and then slip stitch into the third chain. All the way around we should have 124 double crochets and 4 chain 4 spaces, so 1 on each corner. The next round will be quite easy because we will work at the beginning chain of 3 as a first double crochet, then 1 double crochet into each stitch all the way around. So in each double crochet we will work 1 double crochet until we will reach chain 4 space. I've got my first chain 4 space, and this everything will be the same in each one. So we will work 2 double crochets, chain of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 more double crochets into the same chain, 1 and 2, and then again we need to repeat making 1 double crochet in each stitch to the next corner, and into the next corner we have to make 2 double crochets, chain 4 and 2 double crochets. Only one difference will be on the last corner. Instead of making chain of 4, we need to work chain of 11. So at the moment, repeat the pattern all the way around. Those two corners are exactly the same, so chain of 2 double crochets, chain 4, 2 double crochets, the same here, and then on this corner I will show you exactly what we need to do. So as I said, on the last corner, after the last double crochet, we need to work 2 double crochets into the chain space, then chain of 11 and another 2 double crochets into the same chain space. Then we have to work 1 double crochet into each stitch to the end of our row, and at the end we need to make slip stitch into the top of chain 3. Now we can fasten off and cut the yarn. We can hide that tail. And now we need to grab white yarn and we will join just behind the first corner. So this was the last one and this is the first. So we need to join just into the first double crochet, chain of 3, 1, 2, 3. This is the first double crochet, and then chain 1 as a chain 1 space. Now we need to skip the first 2 stitches. Into the third one we will work next double crochet, then chain of 1 again, and again we need to skip the next 2 stitches into the third double crochet. Chain 1. Now we need to skip only the first double crochet into the second stitch double crochet. Chain 1, skip first double crochet into the second double crochet. So at the beginning we need to skip 2 double crochets 2 times. Then we need to skip only 1 double crochet. So double crochet, chain 1 and then double crochet into the second stitch, and we need to repeat this pattern to the last double crochet. So chain 1, double crochet into the second stitch, chain 1, double crochet into the second stitch, chain 1, double crochet into the second stitch. Chain 1, double crochet into the second, and 2 more times. Chain 1, double crochet into the second, chain 1, double crochet into the last. Now into the chain 4 space we will work 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, chain of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 double crochets into the same chain space, 1 and 2. Into the first stitch double crochet, then we need to make chain 1, skip first stitch and into the second double crochet. So on this side we need to repeat exactly what we've done here. Now we need to repeat making chain 1 and then double crochet into the second stitch to the last 6 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. to the 6th stitch, actually to the 7th. So the last double crochet we need to make onto the 7th stitch. Now I've got the last 6 stitches left, so we need to make exactly the same as we've done at the beginning. So we need to work chain 1, then we need to skip next 2 stitches into the third one, double crochet, chain 1, skip the next 2 stitches and into the last one, double crochet. So now our first row is done. We need to make chain of 3 as a first double crochet, and then we need to turn the work. So now we are starting second row, and into the first chain space we need to make the first part of the double crochet. So we need to yarn over, put our crochet hook into the chain space, then we need to grab the yarn, work through first 2 loops, and then the same we need to work into the next stitch. So we need to yarn over, put crochet hook into the double crochet from the previous row, then grab the yarn, work through first 2 loops, and now we've got 3 loops on the hook. We can finish the stitch through all 3 loops. The same we need to work onto the next chain space and then next double crochet. So first part of the double crochet into the chain space, we need to leave the last loop on the hook, then first part of the double crochet into the next double crochet. We are working through first 2 loops, and now we've got 3 loops on the hook. We can finish the stitch. So we've done double crochet decrease on the first 4 stitches. Now in each chain stitch we are working double crochet, and in each double crochet we need to work double crochet as well. So in each stitch we will work 1 double crochet until we will have the last double crochet. I've done my last double crochet before chain space. So now at the moment we should have 33 double crochets. Now into the corner, into the chain space, we need to make 2 double crochets, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 more double crochets, 1 and 2. And then on this side we need to repeat what we've done on this side, just here. So we are working 1 double crochet in each stitch, and then on the last 5 stitches, this is the first one, then second, third, fourth and fifth. So into the 5th and 4th decrease, and into the 3rd and 2nd decrease again. On the last one we need to work double crochet. So I will show you at the end. Now we are working 1 double crochet in each stitch and in each chain space. So as you can see, at the end we've got 3 double crochets, so 1, 2 and 3, and then we are starting work double crochet into the chain space and into the stitch. Okay, so I am at the end. I've got my last 2 double crochets, and the 3 actually, 1, 2 and 3, and the last chain space, 2 chain 1 spaces. So into the first double crochet I am making first part of the double crochet, and then into the chain space first part of the double crochet. I've got 3 loops. I will finish the stitch. The same with the next double crochet and the next chain space, and then decrease at the end into the top of chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. We need to make double crochet. So now you can start count the stitches. For both sides you should have 70 double crochets plus chain for space. Chain of 3, 1, 2, 3. We need to turn our work, and we will start working exactly the same. So we've got first double crochet, we are going into the second, and we need to make only the first part of the double crochet, and the same into the third stitch. First part of the double crochet, we've got 3 loops. Now we can finish the stitch. The same into the next 2 stitches. First part of the double crochet into the first, and first part of the double crochet into the second. So we've done 2 decreases. Now in each stitch we will work 1 double crochet until we will have chain space. Into the chain space we need to repeat making 2 double crochets, chain 4 and again 2 double crochets, then 1 double crochet in each stitch until we will have the last 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Into the first 2 decrease, into the next 2 decrease, and double crochet into the last 1 stitch. So again, at the end of this row we will have another 70 double crochets. The number of stitches is staying the same because at the beginning and at the end of our row we are making decreases, but we are adding 4 more double crochets into the chain space. So at the end again 70 double crochets you should have. So we need to finish this row, and then another one we need to make exactly the same. So this is row number 3, so we have to finish, and by repeating this pattern we have to make row number 4. I am at the end, so I finished my pattern. Basically, apart from the square, I repeat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times my pattern by making 4 rows. So at the moment it looks like that. Because our ends of the rows are not perfectly straight, I decided to make 1 more row. So we have to grab the pink yarn or different color if you are working with a different color. We need to join exactly into the same stitch as we've done the first double crochet. So we will join, chain 1. Now we need to turn the work, and we are going first to the first double crochet or chain 3 space. So into that double crochet or chain 3 we will work 3 half double crochets. 1, 2 and 3. Now we are going to the next row, and we need to make 3 half double crochets again. 1, 2 and 3. Into the next double crochet, 3 half double crochets. 1, 2 and 3. Then into the next half double crochet and 3 double crochet, and then 3 half double crochets. 1, 2 and 3. So basically each row we was finishing or starting by making double crochet or chain 3. So in each stitch, so in each row we have to work 3 half double crochets until we will have the last one stitch before our chain space, so at the end. So now we have to repeat making 3 half double crochets in each row, and then 1 half double crochet, so at the corner we need to work the last 3, and then 1 half double crochet in each stitch to the chain space. So at the moment our work looks like that. At the end, after the last double crochet, into the chain 4 space we need to work 2 half double crochets, then chain of 2 and another 2 half double crochets. Then we need to repeat our pattern, making 1 half double crochet in each stitch until the row where we are finishing by making double crochet on chain 3, and then again 3 half double crochet in each row to the end. So at the end we need to make slip stitch into the same stitch as we start working double crochet or chain 3, and basically our work is, our towel is done. Thank you for watching me, thank you for staying to the end of this tutorial. Have a good day. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel.